Well, this year's G7 summit in Canada has now officially wrapped up. What was a key takeaway for you?
In terms of issues, the leaders of the G7 group agreed upon seven issues. One is the ongoing conflict in the Middle East, and there were six others. And importantly, I think, this year they included quantum computing and critical mineral supply. And of importance, they did not agree upon how to deal with Russia in terms of the ongoing Ukraine war. The second part is who are there and who are not. Obviously, the Group of Seven was formed at the height of the Cold War in the 1970s in response to economic crisis. But this time around, they have some invited countries, including South Africa, Australia, South Korea, and so on, and importantly, India. So they were having meetings on the sideline. And finally, the international balances of power, military and economic power, have been shifting towards the Indo-Pacific, and whether the existing structure can accommodate to the new reality without compromising its underlying principles is going to be a challenge moving forward.
As you mentioned, G7 leaders did sign a joint statement on the Middle East, but they didn't on Ukraine. What is the significance of that?
Well, I think it is significant, but also we have seen this drama before. President Trump obviously wants to make a deal with President Vladimir Putin. And with the ongoing war in the Middle East, there have been speculations as to Mr. Trump wanting to commission Mr. Putin as some sort of mediator in terms of ongoing war in the Middle East. So there is nothing that we have not seen before, but it sort of crystallizes the existing schism between the transatlantic partners.
Leaders at this summit all had trade on their mind. Why was British Prime Minister Keir Starmer the only one to walk away with a deal with President Trump?
So there are a lot of reports saying that he himself wanted to have deals with various partners around the world, and other individual states wanted to have FaceTime with Mr. Trump, focusing primarily on getting the tariffs down and so on and so forth. And Prime Minister Ishiba had a meeting with President Trump. Prime Minister Carney also had a meeting with Trump as well. But as you said, British Prime Minister was the only one who got the deal. There are a lot of speculations that Japanese Prime Minister is pursuing the strategy to sort of, like he's taking time to come to the conclusion in terms of tariffs. Prime Minister of Canada said they would have like a 30-day deadline in terms of finalizing the negotiations. So I think it's more of a case-by-case basis, and the lack of enough time for them to have FaceTimes.